Yeah.
So
yeah.
we'll leave that.
John Morris was out on the game misconduct too.
Oh, yes. Okay, well. Good evening and welcome to Carmel Icehounds hockey. This evening we're going to bring you a very special and exciting game between the Carmel Icehound hockey team and the visitors, the Icemen from Columbus. My name is Fred Mangin, and joining me this evening for the telecast is Kevin Mangin. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Pretty good, Fred.
Good. This is going to be an exciting game this evening. For those of you who have been watching our telecast, this is about the 7th or 8th game that we have brought to you. We hope you're enjoying it. Our friends from Cleverly Cadillac are helping sponsor this. And this evening, Kevin, I think what we're going to see is both teams have an identical record. They're both tied at a 9-1 for the league. And you and I were taking a look at the statistics and the stats before the game, and we determined that this is going to be a very pivotal game, and the fact that both teams have 4 games remaining for the league playoffs, and the league playoffs are going to start here the end of January.
Well, that's right, Fred. And whoever wins this game, I think, is going to have a large advantage going into the state tournament with the league playoffs coming up, because the first place team will probably get a bye in the league playoffs, and that'll help them out coming into the league playoffs.
Well, I guess this is kind of fitting. All the years that I have been associated with the youth hockey and the high school hockey, and all the years that you played high school hockey and college hockey, it seems like it always comes down to these two teams, Carmel and Columbus. They're two of the best, well-coached, well-disciplined teams in the state of Indiana.
Well, that's right, and I think a lot of that has to do with the high schools. They come directly out of the Carmel High School and Columbus High School, and the kids want to play for their high school, and the other teams have to go through the draft to get their players.
Well, we were looking over the roster, and we noticed some familiar names. It seems like some of the families have been around for a long time down at Columbus. Likewise here at Carmel, we've got a real nice crowd here this evening. There's probably 200-300 Carmel and Columbus high school students and parents. So this is going to be very exciting. I'm not exactly sure what's happening here, but we're coming up to about the 3-minute mark before the game starts, and I notice we've got a guest standing here behind us, Kevin, Dr. Ed Fitzgerald. Doctor's the president of the league, and Ed, how you doing?
Great, Fred. How you doing?
Good. You just come off of an exciting game there. We watched.
Pretty wild.
Good. Any comments about the way the league's going this year? We were just saying that we figured out that Carmel and Columbus were tied with a 9-1 record. I know you're getting ready to go into your league playoffs and then right into the state tournament.
That's right. After Carmel and Columbus come rebuff at 5. Now they're 6-4, and then Bloomington comes in there in the 4th spot. There, I think. No, I'm sorry. It's not Bloomington. It's Lawrence at 5-3. And they're followed by Bloomington, North Central, Park Tudor, and Perry.
Well, good. We've got a couple new teams this year. Our league has expanded. We're up to seven teams.
8 teams.
8 teams. Excuse me. Well, that's right. We did. We picked up 2 teams, and it seems like the parity is fairly close.
Well, it's the parity on. I'd say 5 of the teams is pretty close. Now we got 3 teams that are, or maybe 4 teams that are up the top.
Well, it's a little difficult, as you know, starting a new team such as Perry. It takes a few years to get the kids excited and get a program and get the parents working, and it's a great deal of a commitment between the parents and the players.
Well, we've got a real nice league set up now with 6 teams in Indianapolis and then Columbus and Bloomington. So. Columbus and Bloomington have had long-standing programs, and they're really committed, and they always give the Indianapolis teams good games.
You still have one son, Andy, is playing for Brebuff?
No. He's playing for Park Tudor.
Oh, we thought we saw him in a Brebuff uniform.
No.
And your lovely wife, she's still over here cheering?
Still cheering.
Good. So
this ought to be a real barn burner tonight.
Well, it's going to be.
Both these guys knowing they're going for the first spot in the league.
We have, I think we narrowed it down to all of the teams have 4 league games left, so we're getting right down to the nitty-gritty. Very good. We want to thank you for stopping by, Ed.
Well, you're welcome. It's good to see you.
And good luck, and we'll be around for the league playoffs, and hopefully Park Tudor will be there playing so we can televise and talk about, what's Andy's number, 18?
17.
17. Well,
oh, you're really good, Fred. You're really good.
See you, Ed.
All right, bye-bye.
See ya.
That was Dr. Ed Fitzgerald, who's the president of the high school league, and does a real nice job. It's a big commitment. You know, we bring you these telecasts, and there's an awful lot of involvement from the parent standpoint behind the scenes. So, well, Kevin, the teams have both taken their 5-minute warm-up. They're about ready to go. The fans are filing in. The coaches are down on the bench, and I think we're getting ready for the team introductions, and that'll be followed by the national anthem, and then we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, Fred, I was watching both starting goalies warm up, and looks like both goalies are looking sharp tonight. I happened to watch Jason Schuber a little more because he was down here, and it didn't seem like too many shots were getting by either one of the goalies. I think we're in for a really good game here tonight.
Well, that's good. Let's listen here and turn it over to our public address announcer and pick up the starting lineups.
Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Columbus Icemen. Wearing jersey number 1 and playing in goal, Matt McKinney. At right defense, number 12, Doug Law. At left defense, number 6, Richie Gordon. At center, number 3, Mark Lucas. Number 15, Brett Bergner. And at left wing, number 17, Willard Lennon. The Columbus Icemen are coached by head coach Dick Haldeman, assisted by Scott Sadler, Greg Van Hound, Mark Chambers. For the rest of the Columbus Icemen, please join your teammates on the blue line. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Carmel Icehounds. Starting in goal, number 1, Jason Sugar. At right defense, number 4, Pete Ray. At left defense, number 21, Zach Burkle. At center, number 10, Dan Walhouse. Number 13, A.J. Holter. And at left wing, number 9, Corey Ringo. At right center,
Well, Kev, we're about ready to go here. We've had the national anthem and the introduction. The players are back behind their respective goals, picking up their equipment, getting their last-minute instructions, and trying to get themselves psyched up. We're going to play as normal. We're going to play 3 14-minute periods. We'll take a couple minutes in between the periods, and it's going to be a good game, Kev.
Yeah, I'm excited about the game, and I noticed I really like the little American flag that the Carmel Icehounds have on the back of their helmets, showing that in spite of this game, I mean, everybody's still thinking about our troops in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's a nice touch, and for all of our viewers who might have a son or a husband or a mother or someone over in Saudi Arabia taking care of us so we can do these kind of things, why, we say Godspeed and hurry home. Well, I see Chuck Fondre, the official, is about ready to drop the puck. Both teams are out at center ice. We got Denny Baja out there, the center, and the captain, one of the captains, him and Scott Hill, for the Carmel Icehounds. We're about ready to go. The puck is dropped, and we're underway. The Carmel Icehounds, Burkle has it, back to the defense, looks at Gray, back over to Burkle, back over to Gray. Schubert almost got involved with the play. There's a pass up to Danny Baja. Danny Baja is going to carry it into the Columbus zone. And as normal, the first 2 or 3 minutes, Kevin, the play probably will be a little ragged, a little unorthodox.
That's right, and it looks like we already have our first penalty of the game coming up here.
You've played a lot of hockey and still are playing hockey, and it takes 2 or 3 minutes to sort of get into the flow and get the butterflies out.
Well, that's right, and especially everybody who's familiar with the league knows the Carmel-Columbus game it's a big game, and I think really anybody, I think every team gets up a little bit more to play Carmel.
Well, we've made that observation for the folks who've been watching us right along this year. It's sort of like playing Notre Dame. Every team wants to beat a Carmel because Carmel has absolutely dominated the Indiana State High School Hockey League over the, I guess, the 15 or 16 years that I've been involved with the program.
That's right. They certainly have.
Well, I'm not sure. As we were talking, there was a penalty assessed. Did you hear what it was?
I think we had a holding call there on Columbus, number 3.
Number 3. So that'll give the Carmel Icehounds a 2-minute man advantage. And we were talking with the coach, Mike, before the game, and Mike said that they're going to try to stress the fundamentals here. They're going to try to get back to fundamentals and get themselves prepared for the state tournament. So Carmel does control the puck. They do have the power play. They do have the man advantage. It's come back to the point. Mark Gray takes it. There's a nice check there by one of the Columbus players. Carmel's passing it around. Columbus did intercept the puck and flips it down the entire length of the ice. Mark Gray, the defenseman, is back for the Icehounds. He's ridden off of the puck. There's touch there by Corey Ringo, number 9. Corey Ringo gives a pass up to Mike McDonald, 19. Mike McDonald gives it over to Dan Baja. Dan Baja shoots, and it's just wide. And that was a nice effort. That
was nice. Mike kept his head up. He saw the open man, and he gave up the puck. Unselfish play there by Mike McDonald.
Okay, here we go. The Icehounds are on the attack. There was a pass by the defenseman Gray to Baja. Unfortunately, Danny missed the pass. It wasn't right on his stick, and Columbus is doing a nice job of the first minute of this 2-minute penalty.
I don't see Carmel needs to settle down and get in their power play and relax a little bit and look for the open man. I think they're kind of throwing the puck to nobody, actually.
Well, this normally seems like it happens the first few minutes of the game. We got Brandon Reeve on for the first time, number 15 for the Icehounds. He takes the puck down into the zone. There's passed over, and we're going to give it a defenseman. Gray picked the puck up. Bo West, number 18, is out for the Icemen. So Gray and West back at defense. Gray trying to get a pass over to Scott Hill. And the puck is inadvertently pushed up and over the plexiglass.
Right now, I think that the Icemen, they're kind of, Carmel's telegraphing their passes a little bit, and the Icemen are being able to either pick off the pass or check the man as soon as he gets the puck. Carmel just can't get the power play going yet.
Well, we got 2 fresh lines out. We got Ben Cole at one of the forwards, John Wagner, number 6, the center, and joined by the defenseman number 4 Ray and 21 Burkle. So we also have Brian Smith playing over at the other wing this evening.
This looks like this might be Carmel's line with some of their big guys on it. Carmel is not as big as they have been the past few years with the guys like Wes Helbert and Greg Center. They don't have the size that they did last year.
Well, currently the Icemen are enjoying maybe a little advantage, even though they're at a disadvantage. We have 15 seconds left in the power play. The puck is dropped. It is controlled by Carmel. Carmel takes it in. Brian Smith looking for a pass. He dumps it down into the corner. Ben Cole chases the puck for Carmel. There's a shot. Oh, wow, that's a nice pass. That was a good play, Kevin. Unfortunately, the goaltender for Columbus come up really big. So
that was a nice play. Brian Smith saw the open man in the slot, and he gave it up.
Well, here comes the Icemen. They're right back on the attack. It's centered back over. Ben Cole gets a stick on the puck. It stays in the zone. Here's Burkle. Burkle gives it up to Brian Smith, number 12. Brian Smith down in the zone, carries it into the corner, flips it over to the center. Nobody there. And I think he was looking for Ben Cole there, and Ben just went just a little too deep, and I think maybe we're going to get an icing call here, and that's exactly what we have. So, well, the Columbus players did a pretty good job there killing that first power play. I think we've got the butterflies out of our system now. We've played about 3.5 minutes. They seem to be settling down. So let's take a look, Kev, and see if the passes get a little crisper and they're on the sticks a little more.
Yeah, I think once the guys start to break a sweat here and get in the groove of the game, I think that's what we're going to see.
Well, one thing for certain, when you're playing the Columbus team is a very fast, extremely. They keep penetrating, they keep pushing the puck up, and we're going to have several line changes this evening. I think we're going to have another penalty. We see Jason Schubert, the fine Carmel goalie, coming off of the ice, and that's exactly what we've got. We got a stoppage in play with 10:19 remaining in the first period. Jason Schubert's going back out to protect his net, and once again we're going to have a power play in the favor of the Carmel Icehounds. So let's see what's happened, Kev. Let's see if our assessment is correct. They've worked up a sweat. They've got the butterflies out. They have the man advantage, and let's see now if they can set up in what we call the box and see if they can get a shot.
Well, it's unfortunate for the Columbus Icemen. They had to take another penalty there just as they killed off the other one as effectively as they did. They have to do it all again.
Well, here comes Bo West, one of the fine defensemen from the Icehounds. He takes the puck up to Mark Gray. Mark Gray gives it up to Danny Baja, the captain. Danny Baja takes it in over the blue line, winds up, shoots, and a nice kick save by the Columbus goalie. There's one of the forwards. One of the forwards dumps it out of the zone, and Mark Gray is back to cover. It is off of the stick of Danny Baja, but it is back into the Icemen's zone, and they clear it. Comes down the length of the puck, so the Icehounds will once again take a look here, regroup, and see if they can start it up ice. Danny Baja with a nice pass from Mark Gray. Danny Baja carrying the puck in. It was a little, not quite a drop pass to Brandon Reed, 15. Brandon Reed's over in the corner looking to center it, and nobody home, but it is back to the point. P.D. Ray wound up, took a slap shot, and went out of the rink. So they've killed another minute in the power play. The Icehounds have had a 3-minute advantage with a man advantage, but is really not proven very successful for them thus far.
And as a matter of fact, they really haven't got too many quality shots. Maybe one or two quality shots that really had a scoring opportunity, and they're gonna have to get into their game here soon.
As we mentioned in the pregame show before they dropped the puck, our friends at Cleverly Cadillac help bring you fans. They broadcast, and we'll be watching for the Cleverly Cadillac player of the period. That's kind of a mouthful sometimes. So, Kevin, why don't you watch the Columbus team, the first period, and I'll watch the Icehounds, and we'll see if we can come up with our player of the period.
All right.
Well, we're back to live action. We've got 44 seconds left in the penalty. Carmel is keeping the puck in the Columbus zone. Kevin's assessment is right. They've been down there, but they don't have any quality shots. So the Columbus men are playing great defense at this point. So here's a wind up, and let's see. The puck does come out of the zone. We got 23 seconds left. the Carmel defensemen, Burkle and Gray, are back to recover the puck, set it up, and they're going to get one more rush here, Kev. They got about 17 seconds left. Danny Baja takes the puck, skates it down the entire length of the ice, shoots it into the corner, and Carmel is on a line change there. I don't quite understand that with 15 seconds left in the power play, and that's probably going to do it. We're down to 2 seconds, and that does do it. So, which happens so many times now. Let's see, Columbus is going to bring the puck right down, and they've got it into the Carmel zone, and there was a tremendous check right in front of us. I was watching the play, and it kind of jarred my bones.
Well, I think we might see play turn a little bit here now that Columbus is at full strength, and we're going to get to see what they can do now.
Well, Columbus is a very physical team, and they've stepped it up just one notch here. We got Bo West from Carmel taking the puck down into the attacking zone. He's down in, he comes back out. The puck just seems to be sort of a little all over the ice right now. Nobody is definitely taking control of the game.
That's right.
Well, we got some defensemen here where Bo West is off. Dan Fagan, number 2, is on. We got a little skirmish going on there with Mark Gray and one of the Icemen. Here comes the Iceman on the attack. That's Statenfield. Statenfield goes in, shoots as a save, a great save by Jason Schubert. 2 great saves there. Statenfield come in, was very patient, took the shot. Jason Schubert covered up. It come off of his glove, bounced out. The attacking wing for the Iceman had the presence to try to get it in there, and Jason Schubert took about his 5'8" body and stretched it into 7'3" and made that save.
Well, that's right. Number 22, Dana Johnson, was in position there for a rebound, but he just couldn't get a stick on it before Jason Schubert covered the puck up.
Well, that was a great effort, and we've seen that time and time again. And I know you've played enough. That happens. A team has a couple power plays, and the other team gets a little upset, and they turn it up a little bit, and they come right down and score. And that's almost what happened right there. So there is no score. It's 1-1. We're halfway through the first period. It's 7:14. Excuse me, I said 1-1. It's 0-0. We got the Carmel Icehounds are trying to mount an attack right here. We got Burkle trying to get it out. Burkle looking for an outlet pass. He does. He gets it up to Brian Smith, number 12. Brian Smith carries it in over the blue line. They're now on the attack, looking over for Ben Cole. Ben Cole passes it over. Ben Cole went just a little too deep, went off of his stick, and the puck is free once again. It is controlled again by Brian Smith. Brian Smith gives it up, gives it back over, and there's a shot, and wow, nice save. That wasn't much of a shot, but that could have been in there. There's Ben Cole, and one of the Columbus men got tangled up, and I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I think maybe we're going to have a stoppage in play, and we're going to have a penalty.
I think we have a roughing penalty coming up here to the Greyhounds, possibly number 7, Ben Cole.
Well, we'll stand by, and we don't want to prejudge. That's kind of what we saw, but we'll wait for the announcement. Hey, Kevin, that's pretty good. That 2-minute minor for roughing to Ben Cole, number 7. And that'll cool the Icehounds off just a little bit. That'll put them at a man disadvantage. So Carmel would have what they consider their best penalty killers out there, and Columbus would have what they consider their best scoring line out there. So let's see what's going to happen. It is controlled right now by Columbus. Columbus behind the net, given out there to the center. Now let's go back to the wing. There's a shot. Oh boy! Oh, he hits it. Oh wow! What a shot! What a save! I tell you, number 3 there from Columbus. He probably would like to have that over. He hit the post. He still has it. He's trying for a wraparound. Jason Schubert goes out and covers up. And boy, I'll tell you that was really quite an exposition. Lucas, number 3 from Columbus, is so mad at himself. He had a wide open net, and he tried to get a little wrist shot off, and he missed absolutely everything. He got the puck, he come back out and missed it the second time, and then he's totally frustrated.
That's right, and don't take any credit away from Jason Schubert. He was right there with the save, stacked the pads there, so if Lucas would get a shot, Jason would have been there.
Boy, that's good. I think they forgot to put the penalty up on the clock, so we're not real sure exactly how much time is left in the penalty. All we know that it was to Ben Cole, number 7, and it's a 2-minute minor, so probably around the 3:45 mark while we'll be back at full strength. So here's the Iceman. Oh, wow, boy, I tell you what, Jason Schubert got a stick in there, and he made a great save again, Kev. There's another good save. And let's see, we've got a whistle, and what do we have, Kev?
Looks like we might have a man in the crease there. think one of the Columbus men was standing in the crease, and automatically that constitutes a whistle, and we'll have a face-off. If a man was in the crease, the face-off should be outside the zone, so I'm not sure what we have there.
Well, not only has my pal Kevin played, he's also does officiating, and I'm not sure what the call was, but it looks like maybe they are going to drop the puck in the Carmel zone, and we can hear the Carmel High School student body over there being a little vocal and getting wound up. So we'll see what's going to happen. I noticed they put the penalty back up on the scoreboard. There's a minute and 11 seconds left out of the 2-minute penalty, and the puck is dropped, and it's taken over there by one of the Columbus players. He's looking to dump it in, and they look a little disorganized. I'm not sure what they're doing at this point, but they fooled around here for 25 seconds, and they don't even have it over the blue line. So and they keep going like this. The Icehounds are putting a lot of nice pressure on them, and it's taken valuable time off. Now here's Sutterfield. He brings it down, takes it back to the point, back to the wing in the corner. Sutterfield, he's looking for a man behind the net. You can tell this is well rehearsed. They've played on it, but unfortunately, or fortunately for the Icehounds, they're killing some valuable time. They're not getting any shots off at all. There goes the puck, a bad pass. It's out over the blue line to center ice, and Scott Hill gets it over to McDonald. McDonald, short-handed, skates it in between two men, sandwich-ridden off of the puck. But more important than that, I think Carmel is going to kill this penalty. They got about 15 seconds left, and they've done a nice job. That was a nice, well-played power play.
That's right, and what you just saw there with the Columbus Icemen passing the puck around, you notice that they stayed on the perimeter, and Carmel let them stay on the perimeter all day. They just don't want them to get inside the dots where they can get a good shot, good quality shot off. They'll let them pass out there all day. It just kills their penalty for them.
Well, we've got a whistle right now. We've got the puck that went over the plexiglass, and I'll tell you, your assessment is exactly right, and why Columbus did that. Maybe they were looking for an outlet pass, looking for somebody fast to break over that blue line, but that was a tremendous advantage and a break for Carmel, because they actually, Columbus almost killed their own penalty.
That's right.
Well, we're still 0-0. We got 4 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first period. We're down in the Carmel zone, and the puck is about ready to be dropped. It is dropped. It's kind of laying around there. Taken by, oh boy, there's an outlet pass by Ben Cole. Ben Cole's on a breakaway. He goes down, he shoots, and saved by a Columbus player. Wow, what a great play. Here comes Columbus. It's a 2-on-1. Intercepted there by Burkle, the defenseman for Carmel. They keep it in the zone.
I'll tell you what, if you've never had a breakaway like that, you'd be surprised how many things go through your mind while you're skating down one-on-one with the goalie. Everything from where you want to shoot it, if you're going to shoot it, if you're going to deke him, what you think the goalie's going to do, it all goes through there in just a couple seconds, and those are harder than they look.
Kevin, now you have to be honest because you're on television here. Have you ever made one of those shots on a breakaway?
I've made a couple.
You probably only had 2. No, you probably had 100.
Yeah.
Well, we see one of our Park Tudor players that's cooled off and showered and was sort of the star of the game. We got him down here, and maybe in between periods we got 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Why, we'll do a little interview with him, and we'll get his assessment as what it feels like to play high school hockey. So we're back to live action. We are at the 3:34 mark, remaining in the first period. We got the Icemen from Columbus on the attack. They ridden off by a nice check there. Reed Myers out, number 16, for the first time on his first shift, joined with Dan Fagan, the defenseman. Fagan gives it up to Myers. Myers is chasing the puck and is intercepted over there by another one of the defensemen. Dan Fagan is giving it up to Reed Myers. Reed Myers takes a tremendous check alongside of the boards. He was halfway down when he takes it, so he'll be sore in the morning. Here we go. I got a feeling we're going to get something going. We got the Columbus goalie way out of the net. He's back in the net now. And the puck is just kind of wildly being passed around, and both teams are just kind of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. There's a shot saved by Jason Schubert's lane. The puck's laying in front of the net. It's controlled by Mark Gray, number 3 from Carmel. He's up. He's going to give the pass over to Janko. Janko carries it into the corner. Carmel's on an ice change. We got some fresh legs out there. And let's see what happens. Trying to get the puck to Danny Baja. Here it comes. It's poked back here. Ray, number 4, has it, passes up to Baja. Baja takes a look, looking for a pass, going to carry it into the zone. He centered it over to McDonald. McDonald takes a shot, and back to the point. And it looks like, Kevin, when we're watching this game, it looks like Columbus is more interested right now in checking and running than they are in scoring. So it's like they've taken themselves right out of the game. This is not like a Columbus team that I've seen in the past. And this is, by the way, the second meeting between these two teams. Columbus lost the first encounter 8-2, and maybe they got a score to settle. So let's see what happens. Here we go. We're down to the last minute, 45 seconds in the first period. The Carmel defenseman did a nice move there. Holdsworth put a nice move, gets it up over the boards, over to center ice. It's a 2-on-2. The Icemen have the puck. They're taking it in. Looks like it's going to be a pass over to the wing coming down. Is missed back to the point. And this is where we need to get it out of here. A minute, 25 seconds left. And that's exactly what they're doing. There is some real heavy checking going on right now. The Columbus coach evidently has told them, hey, let's get a little physical and let's see what happens. So here's Columbus man. He goes in, taking a shot, and it was off of the foot of Dan Fagan, the defenseman. Nice screen save by Jason Schubert, the goalie. He's playing really good tonight, Kevin. He's taken 4 or 5 really hard shots here in the last couple minutes.
And he's controlling his rebounds. And I think if you would talk to the goalie coach of the Carmel Icehounds, Jason Turner, I'm sure he stresses that too. Jason is control those rebounds, and if you get a chance, you want to jump on that puck in front of the net.
Well, there's a shot of Jason Turner, the goalie coach. Jason played several years for the Icehounds, and he was an excellent goalie, and he'll be real happy.
Yeah, Jason's a real intense coach. He really gets into the game, and he's in it just like the players are.
Well, here we go. We're down to the last 50 seconds in the first period. We still have a scoreless period, 0-0. I am just guesstimating at this time the shots might be about the same. I would think we'd have maybe 7 or 8 shots per team. And there again is a perfect example of the Icemen. If we're watching the play there for the viewers, they're probably going to be called for some elbows before long because they're getting those elbows up over their shoulders as they're checking. So.
I think the two officials refereeing this game, so far they've let the play go. They've let the players play the game. They haven't stopped the play for too many penalties, and that's the way the players like it. So far it's really been a player's game as far as the refereeing is concerned.
Well, we're coming up to the end of the first period. We've got about 3 seconds. So we got an Iceman coming down, and he did not get the shot off, and we'll stay tuned and we'll see what they said for the final shots, but I bet they're fairly close. So, getting back to our assessment, what's your assessment of the first period?
Well, I think the Carmel Icehounds, they controlled the puck more. They had the puck in their end more. But I think if it comes down to scoring opportunities and the quality shots, I think this game's about even. I think both teams have had a few quality chances to score goals.
Well, I think that's probably right, and as we mentioned at the onset of the telecast, we're going to be picking our Cleverly Cadillac Player of the Period. And who's your choice for the period?
I think for the Columbus Icemen, I have to pick Mark Lucas, number 3. He's a hustler. He doesn't have the size as a lot of the other guys does, but he's always in there pounding away. You mentioned it earlier that he'd like to have that shot back where that rebound kicked right out to him, and he hasn't given up. He keeps pounding away.
Well, I'll tell you who I'm going to go with, Kev, for my player of the period. I'm going to go with Jason Schubert. It seems like an obvious choice to me. Jason faced probably 7 or 8 shots in that first period, and he saved, of course, every one of them. He had 2 very difficult screen shots, and I was a little concerned about the movement of the puck and the controllability of the puck from both squads. It seemed like they had the puck, but nobody controlled it. It was just kind of a lot of wild passing.
Well, yeah, you could tell in the neutral ice there between the two blue lines that there were a lot of misdirected passes and a lot of passes being intercepted, and I'm sure both coaches of the teams probably are talking about that now and telling them, keep your head up and look before you pass the puck.
And as we mentioned in our pregame telecast, this is a very important game. Each team is tied currently with a record of 9-1 for the league. Both teams have 4 games remaining, and each team feels like whoever wins this game this evening will win the league. So we're ready for our second period, 14 minutes. The teams exchange the ends of the ice. We're looking currently at the Columbus goalie McKinney, and McKinney also come up. He had some real good saves there. He skates over, throws a little tape over the plexiglass. He's a fair-sized young man, Kev.
That's right, and he's got some playing experience for the Icemen, so he knows pressure game like this, he's got to come up big, and so far he has.
Well, this will be a good period for us. We got John Wagner on a breakaway. John Wagner brings the puck in, takes a shot, and unfortunately didn't get anything on it. Bo West takes another shot. Boy, that should have been there. So they had McKinney down on one knee, and Bo West had the presence of mind to take a nice slap shot back there. And again, as we talk in some of the other telecast, maybe if the fellas would take a wrist shot instead of the slap shot, maybe that fraction of a second difference, maybe he would have scored there.
That's a possibility, but that shot wasn't on net, so you know they got to be on net unless you're looking for a tip in or something.
Well, we're in the Columbus Gold. The Icehounds are out. We've got John Wagner coming out at center, number 6, and John's been playing well of late. He gives it back. Ben Cole winds up, takes a shot, is deflected. Columbus picks the puck up, is kind of carried all the way the length of the ice, goes right into the zone, ran over Mark Gray, number 3. It was kind of like a steamroller there. So Columbus has got the puck. They're dumping it into the zone, trying to get organized. Ben Cole goes over to pick the puck up, overskates the puck. There's a shot in front. It's a save. It looks like he's going to do a backhand, and a nice kick save by Schubert. Schubert's playing well, Kev.
That was. He's concentrating on the puck. It looks like I don't know how well Jason communicates with his defenseman, but from what I can tell, it looks like he talks to his defenseman, and his defenseman listen to him, and they're really communicating well back there.
Well, I think that's one of the strong points of Jason Schubert. You and I know him extremely well. He did play for the Warren squad last year, and Jason's a very bright young guy, and he does communicate with his players, and he has a very good rapport with the men that they're on the team. So we're back to live action. Puck controlled by the Icehounds. They're trying to get it out of their zone and get down here where they belong and score. They're having just a little trouble here. Columbus is controlling. It took a shot, another nice save, and one of the Icehounds, or one of the Columbus men, actually thought he had the goal. He had a stick up in the air, so he's a little premature, but it was a great save by Jason Schubert.
Yeah, I think that puck just slid across the goal crease. Didn't quite make it in.
Well, here we go. Here comes Holdsworth, number 14 for the Icehounds. He carries it in. He takes a shot, and unfortunately is wide. Ringo was there for the cover-up and the tip-in, but didn't get it. We got some heavy checking going on here right now. Puck still in the Columbus zone, centered over there for Ringo, but unfortunately he didn't get it. Was ridden off of the puck. It's dumped back into the Columbus zone. And the Icemen do have control of the puck right now, taking a shot up to Lucas, number 3. Lucas is looking up. He does catch up to the puck. He's going to take it down the length of the ice and went all the way in and all that work, and the puck come off of his stick. He's down on the ice. He's a little slow to get up. I think he's okay.
I think he's just a little winded.
Shin sprints. So here we go. We're back. The puck is currently in the Columbus zone. It's centered over there for Danny Baja. Danny Baja took a hard
your head
check.
up, Danny.
Yeah, that's one of Brandon Reeves puts a nice body check.
His teammate returned the favor there. But that's an important point. Any level hockey you're playing, as long as there's checking, you got to keep your head up or somebody's really going to...
There's Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald winds up, takes a shot, and McKinney makes a nice save. That puck jumped up in the air, come out of his glove, jumped up in the air about 3 foot. Everybody rushed for it, but unfortunately McKinney come out and covered up and had a nice save.
Well, let's see what the Carmel Icehounds can set up here with the face-off. I'm sure they're going to try to get a draw back to either the defenseman or their high wing here, and let's see what they try to set up here.
Well, if John Wagner can win the draw, win the face-off, get it back to Ben Cole, one of them, and wind up. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. It is saved by Burkle. Back over to Smith in the corner. Brian digging the puck out, trying to get some help. It's back over to Wagner. Wagner taking a look, trying to get it back out to the point or someplace. The puck's up against the boards. Wagner still trying to dig it out. A lot of action right here in front of us. Nice move by Wagner. Cole has the puck, looking for somebody to center it to, looking for a wraparound shot. Oh, wow, nice shot. Oh, two good shots. Boy, Ben Cole made a nice backhand shot there. Unfortunately, the McKinney, the goalie, come up. John Wagner taking the puck in. Poke checked off over on the boards. The Icemen have it, and it looks like maybe they're going to get it cleared out of the zone. Then they do get it cleared out of the zone, and John Wagner's a little frustrated in the fact that he was down there and missed that. So here's a pass intercepted by the Icehounds. It's carried in over into the Carmel zone. Now we got the action at the other end of the ice. We've played about 4 minutes here in the second period, and it's been a fast 4 minutes. So here comes Carmel on the attack again. Brian Smith has the puck. He's going to be ridden into the boards by 12 from Columbus. Brian looking to pass it out. Passes out to Ben Cole. Ben Cole gives it back over to the center to Wagner. Is off his stick. Going to set it up and try it again. We got 2 or 3 guys right here. Scotty Hill, 8. Scotty Hill gets it over to Smith. Smith looking to center. Back over to Scott Hill. Scott Hill back over to Brian Smith. McKinney gets goalie gets a stick in there. There's a puck right out in front of him, and it's taken in on.
We're gonna have.
Boy.
I don't think there's any doubt about that one.
Yep.
I think we're gonna have a holding coming up against Ben Cole.
Well, our cameraman Grant had a great shot of that. It seemed like he was on him for about 15 or 20 seconds. And Ben Cole just couldn't turn loose of him. I'm not sure if he got his stick caught in there someplace and couldn't turn loose or what happened, but it was very obvious. It was right in front of everybody.
I think he realized what he was doing, but it was a little too late. By that time, Chuck Finder already had his hand up in the air, and he already had the penalty. Again, I think we need to go back to Carmel Icehounds. They had about 3 or 4 shots there, and they had a couple quality scoring opportunities, but they couldn't get it in the net, and we still have a tied hockey game here, and it can go either way now with the with Columbus on the power play.
Well, let's see what the Icehounds can do. We've got a minute 53 seconds left and a 2-minute penalty. Here comes the Columbus on the attack, carrying the puck into the zone. He's going to try to set it up. There is a shot, and it's saved by one of the defensemen. The Carmel defenseman sets it out. Lucas, number 3, has the puck. He's looking to move it up ice. He does move it up ice. We got McDonald lost his stick. He comes back, picks his stick up. There was a shot there that went over the goalie Schubert, and the Icehounds are doing a nice job right now. They've got Columbus. They got them confused. They've killed already a minute of the 2-minute penalty. So let's see if they're successful in doing the other. There is a nice pass. It's ridden off there. Dan Fagan, the defenseman from Carmel, has the puck. He shoots it right into McDonald's mask. It was a little high.
These 2 guys that are killing the penalty right now at forwards, Danny Baja and Mike McDonald, 2 excellent penalty killers. They're both very fast and can control the puck very well. They have very good hands, and they can stick handle the puck well, and that's what you want for a penalty killing unit.
Well, here's a break. Let's see what happens. Danny Baja has the puck, shorthanded. It wisely turns around, gives it back up to Dan Fagan. It's off his stick. It's back down in the Carmel zone. He gets it back out. A nice move there by McDonald. Deeks moves around, and they need to get it out, and they do get it out. It's over to Dan Baja. Dan Baja dumps it, shorthandedly dumps it down to McKinney, and the Columbus goalie covers up, and we had a whistle here, Kev. I was watching the goalie. I don't know what's happened, but I think the Icemen from Columbus, are going to get...
I think that's it for Mike McDonald. I think he's out of this game.
Well, we've got some action here. We're not going to speculate as to what happened, but I think the first penalty is going to be assessed to Columbus. It's going to be a 2-minute minor penalty for, I think, holding. And then as Mike McDonald was skating off the ice, he intentionally tripped one of the Icemen, and that's going to probably do him in for this evening.
Well, that's something that will really upset your coach. Just a stupid penalty like that. He had no business hitting the guy. He was skating off the ice, and let's see what he's going to get. I don't know if we'll get a minor, major, or misconduct here.
Well, we might emphasize that the High School Hockey Association does not tolerate any of this kind of this action. It's absolutely uncalled for, and really hurts a team. There's no reason for that.
Columbus penalty to number 17. Number 15, Rink Bergner, 2-minute minor for high sticking. Carmel penalty at 8:09 in the second period to number 19. Mike McDonald, 2-minute minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. And a 10-minute discount.
Well, for those of you at home who could hear that, the first penalty was assessed to the Columbus player, number 15, for a 2-minute high sticking. And then Mike McDonald from Carmel, after the play, was assessed a 2-minute minor for roughing and a
10-minute misconduct.
A 10-minute misconduct. So the gist of what happens here is he is basically out of the hockey game for an entire period, and that just handicaps the Carmel squad. That just is not a real smart move on McDonald's part. So I'm sure that he'd like to have that over.
Well, and also the Columbus had the initial penalty, and that was going to put both teams back at equal strength, 4-on-4, and then he took the penalty. So now Columbus has a power play.
Well, that's unfortunate. So let's see how this unfolds here. We're at the 7:42 mark. We still have a scoreless game, 0-0. I have a feeling that that's about ready to change, Kev.
It's got to happen soon, and a lot of coaches will tell you that hockey games are won on garbage goals, and a garbage goal might just turn this hockey game right now.
Well, here we go. We're back to live action. Carmel wins the face-off. It's taken down the ice by number 12, Brian Smith. Brian Smith give up the puck off of his stick. It's going to be back down into the neutral zone. John Wagner is on the attack for the Icehounds. Comes in, takes a wrist shot, shoots, and was wide of the net. Brian Smith over in the corner trying to dig it out. He's looking for John Wagner. He makes a nice move along the boards, falls down. Both him and the defenseman from Columbus are fighting for the puck. Nobody still has control of it. Now the Columbus player does. He gets it up to his wing. His wing's looking. He's got the right wing open over here, but he didn't give it up. He carries it into the Carmel zone. He takes a look. He's going in. He's going to try a wraparound.
There it is.
There it is. After all that, and what happened was it was a wraparound goal. Jason Schubert could not recover. They went the entire length of the ice, and that has just absolutely has to upset the coach. Absolutely upset the coach. There is no reason for that, and so now we find, because of what we talked about just a couple minutes ago with the penalties, we find the Icemen are ahead of the Icehounds 1-0, and we still have 46 seconds left in the penalty.
Well, that was a great individual effort there by Ryan Stattenfield of the Icemen. Took the puck in, he took it wide, and he took it in the zone strong, and Jason Schubert, the Carmel goalie, committed to one side, and he just took it around and wrapped it in.
Well, let's see what happens here, Kev. We're back at center ice. The puck is controlled by Carmel. We're going to have another. I believe we're going to have a tripping call right there, and that's going to give it right back. Denny Baja has it. Denny Baja taking a look, winds up, shoots, and a nice save by McKinney. And we're going to have a stoppage of play. We are going to have a trip, and it's going to be another 2-minute minor penalty assessed to the Columbus Icemen.
I think that call right there might upset the Columbus bench and coaches. I think the Columbus man was trying to play the puck, and the Carmel player got caught up with his stick. I don't think that was intentional, but anyway.
Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you're rooting for here this evening, it did happen right in front of the official Knight, and he was almost obligated to make the call. As he tripped him, he almost fell on him, so it was he couldn't get out of the way. So Anyway, we got 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in the period. There's a little shot by one of the Icemen. There's another shot, and Danny Baja, the center, is taking a look over to Fagan, the defenseman. Fagan takes it. He's moved into the forward slot, back out. Danny Baja. Danny Baja winds up, shoots, and a nice save by McKinney. I tell you, McKinney's playing tough this evening. He's a big guy, and he covers a lot of ground there, Kev.
Oh, that's exactly right. And him and Jason Schubert both goalies. I think this game is centering around these two goaltenders. Whichever one comes up the biggest, looks like that's the one that's going to come out on top.
Well, we got Bo West. Bo West not afraid to shoot it. He takes a shot, was given up. Ringo takes a shot, moved around. McKinney makes another glove save. So Carmel's getting some, we're getting some shots, but they're not a real high percentage quality type shots, Kevin.
You're exactly right there. They need to work the puck in. Obviously, they have an open man somewhere on the ice. I need to find that man and get him in a good position to take the shot.
Well, we're right here in front of us. Danny Baja gives it over to Holdsworth. Holdsworth looks over, gives it back over. Dan Fagan takes a shot, another one, and as the puck's free, and McKinney comes up again. Now, we've watched about 4 or 5 shots right there. That was not an easy save. Not that any of them are easy, but that was a tough save. He was screened.
Yeah, McKinney's definitely, and he's doing, as I said earlier, what's very important for a goaltender to do is to cover up those rebounds. Don't give the offense any other chance to score a goal after the initial shot.
Well, Carmel's going to have a power play here for 1 minute 7 seconds, and let's see if they can get the score. They do tie the score up. Danny Baja took an absolutely nice shot and put it up over the right shoulder of McKinney, the goaltender for Columbus. And right there, Kevin, we're back at 1-1. And I know McKinney has to be a little disappointed after he stopped 7 or 8 nice shots, and then boom, that little shot over his shoulder, and there it is. So
well, he got down on his pads, and Danny Baja saw that, and he just rifled the shot over his shoulder. And a big thing, this is going to bring all those fans over there on the Carmel side back into the game. And Columbus, they took them out of the game with their goal, and now the fans are back in it. And I've played against those fans before, and it's not fun.
Well, once again, we can say that goal was attributed to a penalty. We go back 2 minutes previous in that trip. So the penalties absolutely handicap a hockey squad.
Oh, number 8 again, Stantonfield with another great individual effort. He
put a nice move on the Carmel defender, skated right around him and went in and took a shot, and Jason Schubert made a fine save. Here we're back to live action. Ben Cole has brought the puck down into the Columbus zone. It is poked off of the stick of the Carmel player. He gives a pass up to his wing and inadvertently loses it back to the Carmel player. Mark Gray has it, looking for a pass up here on the side. It's intercepted by Columbus. They keep it down into the Carmel zone, and we've got some action going on right there in front of the net. John Wagner did a nice job there. He takes an absolutely nice save. Let's see what we can do here. Ben Cole taking a move, trying to get around the defenseman. He's sandwiched in between 2 defensemen from Columbus, and we got the puck back over to center ice, and Columbus is definitely on the attack. It goes in. Oh, wow, Jason Schubert made another nice save there. That had the makings of a goal all over it. So we've got some heavy checking going on right now. Ben Cole from Carmel takes the puck over in the Carmel, taking a look, trying to get it out. He looks like he's tired, looks like he needs to get off the ice. He telegraphed his pass there, and that's exactly what it is. He's out of air. He needs to get himself off here. Here comes Reed Myers, number 16, out for the Icehounds. It's back in the Carmel zone, and it's been down there for about 2 minutes, and I think they would want to do an icing call or something here, Kevin, to get themselves regrouped.
Looks like we're going to have another penalty coming up here.
Well, it's kind of premature, but it might be called on Ben Cole, number 7, for a 2-minute minor. Ben was tired. He needed to get himself off of the ice, and they did not have the presence of mind to try to ice the puck for a change, and that's exactly what it is. At the 4:04 mark of the second period, we got a 2-minute minor penalty. Ben Cole for cross-checking, and You know, that's just absolutely uncalled for. Carmel had the momentum. It's swung to them. They were down in their own zone there for about 2 minutes, and that just absolutely put gray hair on a coach. Well, let's see what we can do. We've got 2 minutes. They're going to be shorthanded for 2 minutes. We've only got 4 minutes left in the second period, and they're going to have to skate a little harder because I tell you, Columbus has definitely picked up the pace of this game.
In a 1-1 game, the last thing you want to do is take a penalty, and coaches know that there's some penalties that are good penalties to take, but most of them are not, and that was one that was not a good penalty to take.
Well, we're 3 minutes and 49 seconds left in the second period. The puck is dropped and is driven into the Carmel zone. Bo West is on the attack trying to get it. Lucas intercepts the pass, goes in, takes a shot on Jason Schubert, and I'm not sure what happened, but it popped out. I'm not sure if it was a shot or not. And the Icehounds are looking to get the puck out of the zone. And they're having a little difficulty right now. Columbus wants this real bad. There's Lucas. Lucas taking a point, take a shot. There was a great save by Schubert. And Riedmeier over on the attack, and he has a presence of mind to get it out of there. And here we go. Here comes Scott Hill. Scott Hill on the attack. Remember, they're a man short. Nice job. Scott Hill is being held, and nothing goes. So we're down to 1 minute left in the period. It's a nice cross ice pass to Lucas, number 3, and it pops out the zone. So Columbus is going to have to come back and regroup. They are out now, and I'll tell you, Scott Hill has come to life here. He's done a couple nice plays killing this penalty. Danny Baja back on the ice, and he's joined, giving it up. Let's see what they can do. There it is. Oh, miss. There it is. He got it that time. Danny Baja, never give up. Danny Baja, number 10. He did a nice job. He missed the first one. He got his rebound, come back, did a little backhand and a wide open net. Actually, one of the defensemen from Columbus had the presence. McKinney, the Columbus goalie, was out of the play, and I thought that was a real good play by the defenseman. He stood in there for the goalie, Kev.
That's right. It was. Unfortunately for the Icemen, Danny Baja had the presence of mind to stay with his rebound. He didn't give up on the play, and he scored the goal there.
Yeah, that was a short-handed goal. We have not seen too much of that this evening, but that should wake the Carmel squad up a little bit, and let's see what they can do here. We've got 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the second period. It is 2-1, and there is 25 seconds left in the power play.
Well, I'm sure Ben Cole's breathing a little easier in the penalty box there. This team scoring a goal while he was in the penalty box.
Well, as we get back to live action, we're back down in the into the Carmel zone, and we see McKinney sliding off the ice, the goalie. So we know that we're going to have another penalty assessed to the Icehounds here with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. So it looks like they're going to play this second period a man short. We got 7 seconds left to Ben Cole out of the 2 minute, and now we've got another 2 minute minor assessed to. We'll wait to see. So with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left, we're going to be short-handed for 2 minutes.
Well, so far, the Icemen haven't been able to really get anything going on their power play. Let's see. They'll have a 5-on-3 advantage here for 7 seconds, and with the face-off in the Carmel zone, you can get a lot done in 7 seconds if you win that draw.
A good observation. Now, I noticed that the penalty is being put up there. It was assessed to, I think, Pete Ray, but I didn't hear what the infraction was. Did you pick it up, Kev?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, they're very fortunate. As you said, 5-on-3, we're down. It's going to be 5-on-4 now. They did not take an advantage of the 5-on-3, so let's see what the Icehounds can do here. They're going to be short-handed the rest of the period. Well, they're going to have 11 seconds left. So
that penalty to Pete Ray, he was called for hooking. Oh, and looks like.
Well, we're going to have another penalty, and
2 minutes. Don't know what we got here. Looks like we might have too many men on the ice or some kind of illegal substitution. And
well, we'll stand by and get the official announcement. They're down at the opposite end of the ice of where we are, and we have a little difficulty seeing it. We are watching a monitor now. See Dan Baja talking. Well, Kevin, you're very astute. That was a 2-minute minor penalty, bench minor as we call it, for too many men on the ice.
And I happened to be watching head hockey coach of the Icehounds, Mike Waitley, as that penalty was being called, and I think he's really just kind of frustrated now. His team's taking some bad penalties, and the game, they are leading the game, but the game is still in reach of the Icemen, and he's aware of that.
Taking bad penalties, would there be such a thing as a good penalty, Kev?
Well, there is. As a matter of fact, there is a good penalty.
Okay, well, we'll get into that during the period while we got a little pause in the action here. Remember, we're going to be watching our Cleverly Cadillac player of the period, and you're watching the Icehounds this period, and I'm watching the Icemen this period. So, and then we're going to be joined. We have about 2 minutes in between periods, and we have Andy Fitzgerald here, that fine young hockey player from Park Tudor, and we're going to get him on here and see what his assessment is of big time hockey.
Oh, excellent save there by Jason Schubert.
Okay, let's see what the Icemen can do. They would like to go into the locker room and have this game tied up 2-2. Not into the locker room, but over to the bench. It got a little carried away there.
It would be nice if they did make ice between periods.
Well, some of the schools we used to play, they did. Culver Military Academy makes ice in between the periods.
Yeah, and they'll do that for some of the final games in the playoffs and in the state tournament. It really helps because the ice, it gets slow once the snow is on it and the ruts in the ice, it just slows play down.
Well, we're down to 51 seconds left. The Icemen are very patient trying to set their particular play up. They'd like to get one good one off, I guess, and it's back out to the point. He winds up, takes a shot, was wide, is driven over into the corner, and the wing centers it over, is intercepted by Bo West, 18. Bo West gets it out. Unfortunately, there's a shot. Kick save by Schubert. Another kick save by Schubert. I tell you, Jason Schubert's playing absolutely beautiful. That was two very tough shots. We're down to 25 seconds. We got 11 seconds left in one of the penalties, and the puck comes down. McKinney comes out of his net, takes it over to his defenseman, number 22. Number 22 moving it up to his wing. He drives it into the Carmel zone, takes a shot. Jason Schubert, he didn't cover up. Danny Baja out. Danny Baja looking to get the control of the puck. Two men. There's another shot and a great save by Jason Schubert. Well, I think the period, there's no time on the clock, but I didn't hear the horn.
No, I think that will be the end of the period, though. Carmel got caught there in the line change, and the Icemen, there's the horn.
Well, the horn must be frozen.
the Iceman forward got in behind the Carmel defense, and he got in there, and Jason Schubert again came up with a nice save.
Well, we'll stand by here, and we'll get the shots on gold for both teams. I think both teams had. Well, I'm not sure. I didn't write them down what they had in that first period. So, well, while we got a break here, Andy Fitzgerald, why don't you come up here and join us just for a second? We'll get you over here. We'll get Grant, our cameraman, to get around here. You just got done playing a game between yourself and Brebuff. And this is how many years you've been playing?
About 9 or 10.
9 or 10. And your number is 18?
17.
17. Well, I've always been watching 18. No wonder I can't keep track of you out there. So what's your assessment of high school hockey?
Oh, I think it's great.
It's great. A lot of fun. Very physical. Very physical. And how's the team doing this year?
We're doing okay.
Just doing okay?
Just okay.
Okay, great. Well, it's nice seeing you again, and good luck to you in the playoffs.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Well, Kev, did we pick up the shots on goal in that period?
I was listening to you.
Well, we'll stand by and we'll get them. We've got about 45 seconds left here, and we want to pick our Cleverly Cadillac play of the period. So who's your choice, Kevin?
I'm going to have to go with Matt McKinney, the goalie of the Icehounds. He did let in 2 goals that period, but he was on top of most of them, and he's my pick.
Good pick. He's played an excellent game, and this is a very exciting game, 2-1. We've had a little bit of everything, and I'm going to go with Dan Baja. Dan was out. Seemed like he was the leader and the motivator of the Icehound squad that period, and I think he has both of the goals this evening, and has never quit. He's followed his rebounds in, and he's done a nice job. So I'm going to go with Danny Baja. So we've got a little help here from Dr. Fitzgerald, and we're going to get the shots on gold.
Is that for both periods or just that period, second period?
We got Carmel with a period total of 10 for a 2-period total of. They had 10 the second period for a 2-period total of 18. And we have Columbus with a period total of 10 for a 2-period total of 20. So, well, we're about ready to go in this third and our last period. We've got 14 minutes left in the hockey game. The Icehounds, fortunately, are up 2-1. It's been a very exciting game. The puck is dropped. It's controlled by Carmel, driven off of the puck by a Columbus player. Here comes Columbus on the attack, Kevin. He carries it into the zone, takes a look, trying to drop it back. He still has control of the puck, looking to center to see if he can get it back to his wing. Oh, nice play. Mark Gray took it but did not get it out. Burkle, 21, has the puck. Let's see what he can do. He looks like he wants to give it up to Ringel, but he doesn't. He takes a look. Ringel does have the puck. Ringel gives it up over to Holdsworth. Holdsworth stumbles around a little bit, drives the puck in, is ridden off of his stick by a defenseman. Puck over at center ice up against the boards. A little check from behind that wasn't called. Here comes the Iceman. It's carried in. It's laying right on the blue line. Danny Baja picks the puck up. He's got a nice move, goes in between 2 defensemen. He's sandwiched. McKinney comes out, takes a stick poke. It's up along the boards. Danny Baja is playing very hard. Here's Holdsworth over there trying to help him out. Dan Baja up against the boards, getting roughed up a little bit. And the puck is still over, controlled now by Columbus. Lucas loses the puck, and we've got 3 or 4 men over on the boards, and we've got finally an icing call.
Well, Danny Baja is one of the captains of this Carmel hockey team, and I think tonight he's showing why. He's hustling. He's providing some leadership out there, and he provided a spark to get this Carmel team going.
Well, both hockey squads are back at full strength. That second period was riddled with penalties, mostly to Carmel, and they ought to feel very, very fortunate that they're ahead 2-1. Okay, we're back to live action here. Carmel is trying to regroup. They're down in Columbus zone. Columbus takes the puck. It's ridden off of there nicely by the Columbus defenseman. Here comes one of the wings, the forward, 17. Oh boy, nice check by Reed Myers at center ice, and let's see what happens. That was nice. He took the intensity, and we'll see if Lucas recovers from that disastrous hit. There's Scott Hill. Scott Hill out. Got control of the puck, gives it up over to Reed Myers. That was a retaliation move. Reed Myers was checked very hard. He's up. He's playing out in front of the net, looking to take control of the puck. Takes a push down, and the puck is coming down along the boards. Let's see what happens here. Mark Gray, 3, takes the puck, gives it up over cross ice to Neil Mullett. Neil Mullett carries the puck into the Columbus zone, takes a shot, and McKinney makes a routine save.
Well, that's something that the goaltender hates is somebody coming in after the whistle and sticking a stick into their pads, into their glove. But this Carmel team's playing hard, and they're going to the whistle.
Well, we watched last week. We watched the Icehounds lose their first game to Lawrence, and they sort of were flat-footed and standing around. And I can tell the coaching staff has worked with them, because that is not the case this evening. They are moving, and they're not standing still. They're trying to pass. There's another shot while we're talking, and McKinney The goalie comes up and takes a swing at John Wagner, and John Wagner wisely just moves away from the play, and I think they're probably going to give a warning to McKinney, the goalie, to keep that stick down.
Well, that's what I was talking about. And goaltender feels that crease is his home, and rightly it is, but you don't want to get those sticks up. I'm surprised he didn't get a penalty there.
Yes, I am too, because he did get that stick up very high, and it was very fast. Right after the whistle, he sort of exploded out of there and had his stick right in John's mask. So,
good discipline by John Wagner there by keeping his head. Carmel doesn't need any more penalties now.
No, they do not, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the Columbus goalie right now. They're down there, and they have been down there for almost the entire first 3 or 4 minutes of this period. So, let's see if they can keep the pressure on. Okay, there's a shot on goal, a weak shot, but it's still a shot. First shot by Columbus. Columbus getting it out of there. Mullet taking the puck down along the boards, trying to get it into the Columbus zone, is unsuccessful. And we've got a whistle, and I believe we got an offsides. Carmel was called for an offside, so that'll give both squads an opportunity to get 2 fresh lines on here. We've played about 4 minutes of the third period, excuse me. We've got 10 minutes and 54 seconds left in this, the last of our 3 periods. Carmel enjoying a 2-1 lead at the present time. Puck is being controlled by the Icemen. It's given up to Holdsworth. Holdsworth gives it back up to the point. Gray over to Burkle. Burkle back over to Gray. Back over to Ringgold at center. Trying to get it dumped into the Columbus zone. It is in the zone. McKinney, the goalie, makes a little routine stick poke. Comes back out. Back down all the way the length of the ice. Gray gives it over to Burkle. Burkle trying to get it over. And here comes Columbus on the attack. We got a 2-on-2. They're in the zone. A nice pass, but unfortunately it was missed. Gray on the attack dumps it over along the boards to Ringo, but that pass was way behind him, maybe 2 or 3 foot, so that didn't help at all. So here we go.
One shot by the Icemen could get them back in this game. They haven't had too many opportunities here in this third period, but it only takes 1 shot, and that would give them a big lift.
Well, there's a shot by Brandon Reed. 15 takes in, and McKinney wisely covered up because Brandon Reed had the presence of mind after he made that shot and he saw it come out. He went right in for the rebound and the kill, and McKinney again comes up once again and did a nice job covering that puck. Well, we see the Carmel coaching squad talking with their players, trying to explain what they're doing, working on their passes and communicating between. There's a nice shot of Mike trying to communicate as what they're trying to do in this game. And as he mentioned before, they wanted to just kind of get back to the fundamentals and get themselves ready for the league playoffs.
Well, this Carmel team is a young team, and they can learn a lot from their 3 coaches. I know I've played with 2 of them, and I know they know a lot about the game, and they can relay it well to the kids. I shouldn't say kids, but the players.
Okay, here comes Carmel on the attack. They dump it down into the zone. It's given off by Reed Myers. Oh, Reed Myers give it up over to Brandon Reeve, and they missed an opportunity there. That was well set up and well played. It's just the pass was just a little wide. So, but the play was a good play. They ran a good play there.
You're right. Oh, you know what I just saw there is the head official here, who is the head official, but Chuck Feinray he had the play coming into the zone. He watched the play. He called no penalty. I heard him yell, "No, that was nothing. It wasn't a hold or anything." And then the official who's coming down the ice following the play, who was totally behind the play, he goes ahead and calls the penalty. And I think that the officiating in that respect, that they got to be more consistent with that. If he sees Chuck say that there wasn't a penalty, then he's got to agree with him, because Chuck has a better view of the play.
That's right. That's a good point, Kevin. That official was well behind the play, maybe 30 or 40 strides behind the play, and did not have a good view. But regardless of that, the Icehounds now find themselves with a man disadvantage for the next 2 minutes. There's a nice check. Unfortunately, Lucas has the puck. It's poked over John Wagner's playing very hard, trying to kill this penalty. Takes a shot over. There we go. Bo West gets it up. Is dumped out to Brian Smith. Brian Smith on the attack does not have control of the puck, but John Wagner's going to pick the puck up. It's going to get it dumped in, even though they're a man shot. It's in the Columbus zone. Columbus is checking very hardly. The action is definitely picked up as far as the intensity.
John Wagner, during the off season, I saw him working out a lot at the gym, and so far tonight I can tell that his hits are stronger, he's on his feet stronger, and he's a stronger player. I think that the hitting the weights has really helped him out.
Well, there was a nice play intercepted by Mark Gray. He waited very patiently, the Carmel defenseman. The wing was looking to get a little tip in there behind or alongside of the net, and Mark Gray made a nice play, maybe the nicest play of the evening for him. Well, we're down. We got about 45 seconds left in this power play. Columbus does have the man advantage. They're bringing it in as a rich shot.
There's a goal.
Yeah. What happened was what happened so many times. The wing brought the puck in, went right in, got out about 25 or 30 foot from Jason Schubert. Did not wind up, did not take a slap shot, but what he did was he took a little wrist shot, and it went right between the pads of Jason Schubert. So Jason's got to feel a little bad about that one. He's played an excellent game. And Kev, we find ourselves with 7 minutes and 48 seconds left in the game, 2-2.
Well, Columbus is notorious, as you know, for coming back. They don't give up. I remember when we played them in the league championship, they tied the game up with 2 seconds left, and then they ended up beating us in overtime. So don't ever count Columbus out.
Well, like so many of these young guys, they all come up through the youth hockey program, and they play together for 7 or 8 years before they get to the high school level. So they all know one another mostly. They all play together, and they know kind of where everybody is. So.
That's right.
But you know, the point is, on that last one, that was due to a penalty. It was a bad penalty. Probably should not have been called. One official waved it off, and the other one called it. But it was a penalty, and it was a short-handed, as a power play goal. There's a wicked shot by Lucas. He wound up, and you could hear that puck hit the plexiglass behind the net. So you can tell Columbus definitely has the momentum. That goal really picked them up. So let's see what happens here. We've got a lot of heavy checking going on. We got almost 7 minutes left in the last, so we've played half of the third and final period. Tied at 2-2. Carmel, Brandon Reeve has control of the puck. Brandon, big, nice young man, very strong. Played football for the Greyhounds.
You know, I'd be interested to know if this game ends in a tie and each team goes on to win the rest of their games, how would they decide who would be league champion?
I'm not real sure. I think probably what they do is they go back through the shots and the saves and the head-to-head competition, which would be probably
That's
to
right.
Carmel's advantage.
That's
because
right.
they would have won
8-2.
Yes.
I think that's right. I think whoever scores the most goals in the series is.
Well, at any point, you can hear the Carmel coaching staff there trying to tell the defenseman, let's move that puck up. Don't take a look at it. Move it up. Keep it pushing up. So here comes Burkle. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to give it over to Gray. Gray looks, and he's going to take it over to, he telegraphed his pass. It was intercepted there and dump back into the Carmel zone. So they're going to regroup and see what they can do. Mark Gray's behind the net trying to take a look for Ben Cole. Pass was wide. Ben didn't have any kind of chance at all of receiving that pass. And that's what the coaches are trying to work on. They're trying to work on a little, just the fundamentals, just get the pass on the man's stick. So, well, they got a nice spread here right now. Mark Gray gives it up to Scott Hill. Scott Hill gives it up to Ben Cole. Scott Hill takes himself off the ice. Ben Cole takes it in. He's going to go all the way in, and the puck goes over into the corner. John Wagner goes over chasing it, and the puck wildly comes back out across the boards. It's at center ice, being carried into the zone. Looked like offsides. Johansson takes a shot, and Jason Schubert wisely covers up, makes a glove save, even though it was wide, and says, hey, I tell you what, let's have a face-off. Let's calm down. He's talking with the guys, and he does a good job in that respect. So we got a face-off right here in front of us. We got 5 minutes left. We got a tied game, 2-2. It looks like Lucas is going to stand in with John Wagner. And let's see who wins the face-off. The Icehounds definitely need a goal right here. Brian Smith goes into the corner to dig the puck out. Both men are ridden down, and I'm not real sure why there was a whistle there.
I think they fell on the puck.
Oh, okay. The official, Knight, evidently lost sight of the puck. Well, here we go. Trying to get the puck up to Ben Cole, who was on a breakout. Did not work. There it is. They're trying to give it to Ben.
Took a bad hop over Ben's stick.
Fagan, the defenseman, sends it over to center ice, intercepted over to back to Bo West. Bo West taking a look, trying to get going here. There it is, up to John Wagner. John Wagner come off his stick, and the Icehounds are having just a little problem getting it out of their zone right now. So it is dumped down and ridden into the corner by Ben Cole. Ben Cole is trying to dig the puck out of the corner. It is over. Shot and score! Oh wow! What a! I'm telling you, that was Brian Smith, and he had the presence of mind. He took a great pass from Ben Cole. Ben Cole worked very hard in the corner, digging that puck out. Ben Cole passed that puck over to Brian Smith. Brian Smith made a nice wrist shot and beat McKinney. So that's how I saw it. I'm not sure. We'll wait for the official announcement. Here it comes. Well, that's exactly how they score it. Ben Cole has the assist, and Brian Smith, number 12, is credited for the goal. So we're at 3-2. Should be an exciting 4 minutes left, and let's hope that either squad has a penalty here in this last 4 minutes, and we'll play it out and see what happens. This is a good hockey game, Kevin. It's a fast hockey game.
It is. It's hopefully it won't be determined by a penalty. Neither team wants to take a penalty now.
Well, that was actually a nice move there, as you saw on the screen. The Columbus man lost his stick, but had the presence of mind to bring the puck right in with his skates. So, okay, we're back. Danny Baja dumps the puck into the Columbus zone. He's going to bring himself off. Scott Hill comes out to replacing. There's a shot. It's a little high. We need to keep him down on the ice. Neil Mullet had that shot. So, the Carmel players are digging very hard right now. They want to keep this momentum going. There's a nice stick save by Ray, the defenseman. We've got a whistle, and I guess we've got a offsides.
Yeah. If I was Carmel right now, I think I'd be keen on number 8 of Columbus. He's fast. He's got some moves. He scored one of their 2 goals, and I'd be keen on him. Keep a man on him. Just know where he's at all the time.
Along with number 3, Lucas. Lucas is small, but he's extremely fast, and he's got a nice wrist shot. So, well, let's see what happens here. We're down to 2 minutes and 59 seconds. The Icehounds are enjoying a 3-2 lead. We're coming up towards the end of the game. Mark Gray trying to dump it in. It hits Brandon Reeve, and Brandon Reeve takes a look at Gray and says, "Hey, on my stick, not on my knee. That hurts." Well, we're going to bring it back out to center ice and have a face-off out here. It'll be Scott Hill, one of the co-captains from the Carmel squad, going up against 3, Lucas from Columbus. So let's see if Scott Hill can win this draw. He does win the draw. He gets it back over. It's dumped into the Carmel zone. Jason Schubert taking a look. Back in the net. Bo West is back, ridden off of the puck. Big collision along the boards. Reed Myers has the puck. Did a nice job there. It was a nice fake on Reed's part. And here we go. We got it out. Scott Hill gives the puck up to Brandon Reeve. Brandon Reeve taking it right down the center of the ice, dumps it back in, stays in the Columbus zone, back along the boards, and it looks like the Icehounds want to have a line change with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this, the last period. We're going to get some fresh legs on here. So here's Mark Gray, 3, back chasing the puck, one of the 2 Carmel defensemen. He gives it up to Brian Smith, 12. There's Brian Smith. It's poke check back into the Carmel zone by one of the Columbus defenders. Scott Hill has the puck, gives it up to Cole. Cole taking a look over to John Wagner. John Wagner, center ice, going right down the pipe. Here he comes. He's going to get a shot. He didn't. And a lot of confusion, a lot of collision, and the puck is poked back out. Here comes a Columbus Iceman, and that's your man 8, Sutterfield. And boy, I tell you, he was skating hard. He's the captain, and there's Lucas 3 that we talked about. It's right behind him. So those 2 players, 3 and 8, are somebody to watch. And you're right, Kevin. They better put somebody on them because they're extremely fast. Wow. There's John Wagner, and Lucas are exchanging looks and words, and oh, they've got him. That was a retaliation move. And we also have Ben Cole down along the board. So I was watching Wagner and Cole and Wagner and Lucas, and I believe Columbus is going to be called for a 2-minute minor penalty. And Ben Cole, number 7, got tangled up with one of the defensemen over there alongside, but it was nice. The Columbus player said, "Hey, you okay?" And they kind of touched gloves, so it wasn't on purpose.
Well, that penalty came right in front of us, and the Columbus man he high-sticked Jason Wagner.
Well, that happened so many times. We saw that come down. John Wagner put a check on the player. I believe it's Lucas. And what happened was he got mad, and he kind of shoved him. John Wagner shoved him back, and then when he shoved him back, Lucas took his stick and kind of high-sticked him, and Fondre, the official, was looking at him and had no choice but to call a 2-minute penalty for probably high-sticking, and rightfully so. So, but the point is, it's that retaliation thing. Again, it seems like the second guy is always the guy to get caught with the penalty. So. Well, they haven't put the penalty back up. We know that we have 1 minute 15 seconds left in the third period. Here it comes right now. They're going to give him a 2-minute minor penalty, and it is to 3, Lucas. And that hurts the Columbus squad because he's probably one of their best skaters.
Well, and also they skate the rest of the game shorthanded. And for any chance they wanted to get a drive into their zone now, they're going to have to be playing more defensive now.
Well, I tell you, looking at the Icehounds over here, Kev, they look like they're pretty happy, and they're very fortunate to be doing this. The Columbus squad has improved greatly after their first meeting. Carmel didn't have any problem at all whipping them the first game. It was 8-2, I believe, or 8-3. And this has been a much closer game, but there has been many, many, many more penalties in this game. And really, again, we can't stress it enough, that was really a dumb penalty there with 2 minutes left to give a team that has a 1-goal lead the advantage. So, well, the puck has been dropped. We're at 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Carmel does have control of the puck. They're taking a look here. Danny Baja is giving it up over along the boards. Columbus, as we know and said, will not give up. Danny Baja has the puck. He's just trying to kill a little time. I don't think we really need to score. Just try to kill the penalty and keep it down there in Columbus's zone. They can't score down here if they're down in that zone. So we've got 43 seconds left in the game. Here's the puck. Has been saved there by Fagan, the defenseman.
Okay, now watch out here.
And here's 8. And you want to keep that out of the hands or off of the stick of number 8, Stanley Baja's got 27 seconds left. And we're down to just about the end of the game. And here comes the Icehounds, or the Icemen, excuse me, on the attack. And Holdsworth takes the puck and rightfully so drops it down back into the 6 seconds. And Kevin, we got 4 seconds and we had a stoppage of play. And this is something that they're going to have a face-off in Carmel's zone. 4 seconds left. We know they probably will pull their goalie, and that will give them another man up here on the attack. And that was not a real smart play on Holdsworth's part, dumping that puck down there with 4 seconds left.
I think it was closer to the end of the game here, and now it all depends on the draw right here.
This puts a lot of pressure on Jason Schubert right here with 4 seconds left. Officials telling him to back up. Scott Hill. There we go. That should probably do it. And it does. And the Icehounds are very successful here this evening. They've swept the series with Columbus. They currently will be back in first place now with a league record of 10-1. That will put Columbus in second place. As we reminded you, they had both squads have 4 games left. Excuse me.
Both squads have 4 games left. The Icemen still have to play Brebeuf. And see, they play Brebeuf twice and Bloomington once. So if they can just win the remainder of their 3 games, I think that they're going to be the regular league champions.
Well, we see the guys exchanging handshakes out there. We did have, excuse me, we did have several penalties out there this evening, and I know the coaching staff can't be real thrilled with that, and they will work on that again this week. They're announcing the golds here right now, and did you hear what they were, Kevin?
Excuse me?
The total golds, the shots on goal.
No, I didn't hear that.
Well, we see the guys out here on the ice. McKinney, the Columbus goalie, really played one whale of a game. He did come up shorthanded, 3-2. But all in all, it was the first period and the third period were really the best periods. The second period was just absolutely riddled by penalties, and it was very slow and sluggish. And I think the Icehounds can be very thankful that they won this game.
It was a well-played game on both sides. Both goaltenders came up big for both teams, and I think Carmel can be happy with the victory here. And I don't think Columbus should hang their heads too low. They played an excellent game.
I'm sure these two teams will probably meet in the league championship game. I just have a feeling they're right now they both are playing very evenly. This game could have gone either way. So, well, we hope you enjoyed this evening's telecast. My name is Fred Mangin, and I'm joined by Kevin Mangin, and I think this is probably going to be it for us. We hope you have enjoyed that, and the Icehounds win another one by the score of 3-2. Good evening.